Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let's talk about sometimes you should take that step of pulling yourself outside of the matrix. What I mean by that is we live in the matrix every day. But does that mean you have to participate in it? No. Can you be very observant of the matrix? That you can. Sometimes you got to pull yourself away, you know, and enjoy yourself for the day. You know, sit within yourself. Sit by yourself. You know, remove yourself from the matrix. Even though we're part of the matrix every day, you still can take that step back and just sit there and just look at it. You know, take in the atmosphere, take in the individuals, the traffic, just take in life period, the universe, you know, and just sit back and ask yourself, what's different? It could be your peace, it could be your inner thoughts, it could be just the open dialogues that you have with visitors that's frequenting the atmosphere that you're at. But at the end of the day, it is great to pull yourself, like I say, out of the matrix and just take in life, take in your breath, you know, just visualize where you're at and where you're going, you know, without the distractions, you know, just being in your own world, you know, not psyching out. You're not psyching out, you know, you're just awakening, you know, you're just taking in what's moving, what's going, what's coming, you know. Think about that. Just think about it. Just think about you just taking each Friday the step outside of the matrix, finding your comfort zone, and taking life in with everything that comes. You know, take it as a grain of salt. You know, if it's an ace, it's an ace. If it's a joker, it's a joker. If it's a queen, it's a queen. And guess what? If it's a king, it's a king. You know, so use your discernment, your intuition, and ask yourself, what am I missing? It's all in front of you. You said if you have eyes, let you see. If you have ears, let you hear. So just think about it. You know? And I'm talking from experience. There's nothing better in this world. Let me cue in. There's nothing better in this world than experience. Love, peace, and harmony.